The two things that will hold us back is experience and money. That's why I'm attacking these bandits. So we've got the money down by trading, but what we're gonna need to do is be able to fight. So my wand's about to break. So what happens when a weapon breaks is it just falls into your inventory. So if it breaks, nothing actually happens other than you can't use it. Alright, here's Fleur. I was supposed to do something. I think I was supposed to fight Zafina or something. Debt collector. Find Zafina. So the cool thing is about having a teammate is they are omniscient. I want to ask about someone. Where's Zafina? Zafira. Close to Fleur East Outpost, so I need to keep chasing them down. You're ready to promote. And we don't want to go this direction. We actually want to go this direction towards the cleric. There are no take-backsies, so we need more wood before that can happen. We now have enough money to buy a permanent trade permit for Fleur. It generally has materials that are gifts. You can give them to people to make them like you more by about 20 points. It's also one of the places you can buy upgrades to the Spiritmancer's weapon. So I can move from a wooden wand to a flower harp. Sometimes they sell green flower harps. I can also buy enough flowers here to complete one of the quests. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and sell this Savage Warhammer. We're unlikely to use that. Oh, actually I should keep it just in case, because I don't know what hero I'm going to have. Let's sell that, sell these. It's just like scraps of money. It's almost not worth picking up. I had bought this just down south, so I would actually lose money if I did that. I would get a little bit of money, but I might as well hold on to those. All the stuff I bought in this region, I should keep. However, I do have 5,000 gold left to spend on materials, so I can buy some things here. For example, this stuff here is I don't know if it's an actual food or what, but you can definitely buy them and sell them for a profit. So go ahead and start snapping some of these up. And that should be enough. We need to go to Fleur East. So there's a white rose potion. Those potions disappear after a while. So now they've reassessed my strength and we'll start to run away. Let's take a look at this. So this will expire in 7 days. So what we're gonna do is we'll just go ahead and use it now. We can also sell it for 1 gold. And I can't promote him until I get enough wood. I don't have that much on me right now. Come back and look for me when I've got it. So I don't know if you can ever come back to him and he will have it, but sometimes they just pay it off. We're gonna beat him up. Musa's probably not going to stay with my party in the long term, but I have a vacant slot that he can fill. Zafira does not necessarily like me. He's got slight hostility. It didn't show it down there, but because I beat him up, he just obviously does not appreciate that. So maybe I can do something to make him feel happy. Princess Belen, sure. Because of the Fleur Outpost trading thing, I can get stuff from here. Alright, so he said Princess Belen, but he didn't tell me where. Oh, we talked to my psychic ally. I want to ask about something. Where is Princess Bella? So as you uncover more and more people, it's just going to be this impossible list to go through right here. That's why I recommend not identifying people if they have nothing to do with you. So she's in Redstone Valley. Okay. We have another talent. Get minor. Oh, we got a lot of talents. Oh, we got talents from the, whoops. What reset does is let you pick, unpick your selection, most recent selections. So we got a lot of talents because we finished the arena. Alright, so that'll give us a little bit more resources to keep the game going with. We'll go ahead and get... We'll go and get healing, so we're going to work that way. Let's see, what else do we have? Okay, I don't actually need to go in that direction. We need to head towards Redstone Valley. What about these guys? Are you guys still red? They are still totally red, so they would probably own me if I got too close to them. So this is the second lap now. My army hasn't changed much, but my gold situation has changed substantially. Yeah, so my wand broke, but that's okay because I can get a repair tool just up ahead. It keeps lagging because I keep trying to speed up. I was probably kind of trying to load that army over there. Frost Arrow. Yeah, he doesn't really change goods that often. Maybe once a month, I don't know. So what we can do is we'll go and buy one of these. So this is my wand right there. So we got 0 durability. Durability sucks. There is a mod not to deal with durability anymore. But since I'm doing this walkthrough, it's of the vanilla game. And there we go. That's all I really needed from this place. I do have enough money to get Fire Arcana training though, so let's go ahead and get that. There we go. So if we take a look at my character, he doesn't actually know how to cast fire magic yet. Inconvenient for me, but no, I'm used to fire being on top of the ice here, so that's a little annoying for me to see that. I kind of suspected that might be the case, but we'll roll with it. So I can't cast this until I spend a skill point in it, which I have 1 skill point open, but instead we're going to level up Shades. So now I can have a summon. Your character gets a lot of magic that he can cast, not enough skill slots, nor enough skill points. We actually have high enough level. We can do this quest right here. Recruiting volunteers. Recently, a group of desert hippies came by blabbing about being followers of the fire god. They're converting people all over the place so they can perform a summoning ritual for their fire god. It's tricky. There happens to be a mountainous region in the south, and some claim to see molten lava beings down there. The local sultan has men garrisoned there to defend the town entrance. Our men can't get any closer to find out what exactly these folks are up to. If you could take 3 squads over, I couldn't trust you with this quest. Should you succeed, the sultan himself should be looking favorably on you. You might have some work for such a talent. What say you? Not bad, no? We need to get 3 squads, so we have that. You got your men together. Then take out that scimitar and show me what you're made of. These disciples of the fire god camp out to the west of Crying Rock at the north of Redstone Keep. Hurry over. Find out what on earth they're up to. So now we have the delivery quest for Zephyra, which we have to find Princess Bellin. Where did she go? I'm at Bellin. Lure Northwest Outpost. Wasn't she named in Redstock Valley? Whatever. I'm sure we'll get to her eventually. As long as we do it before the time has run out. Before we leave this area, now we are strong enough to do this section down here. This is the main quest area. Stop! A group of soldiers calls out to you from behind a simple barricade. Strange happenings have occurred here. None may enter by order of Lord Husnu. Entering will be difficult. Charge. There's nothing you can do. You can try talking to Husnu. That's the Lord of the Nasir, but nothing will happen. Let's summon our new Shades. So basically I have more units on the field now. Okay, so this is like level 17 area, but it is really strong. You really don't want to mess with it. You probably get a quest in the very beginning of the game, just like in the northeast area of this region, this Nubia region. That quest will own you. Don't go in there. Malik appears to have been waiting for you for some time. When he sees you, he is as a dried vegetable on the first day of a rainy season. He greets you excitedly, explaining that this is the secret base of the Ifrit. You decide to sneak into the base with them and take the Ifrit by surprise. Make your move. Now, a lot of times there's these little pop-up dialogue to the right, and the game just insists on doing that. This place is a bit gloomy, but it never really keeps up with the pace with the game. I can't fight it all, but I can help you pull levers and such. It's clear that the temperature is higher when you approach one wall. As you move toward the strange wall, there's a sudden, violent explosion accompanied by a roar. The stone wall shatters into rubble, and your eardrums are assaulted by another harsh roar. When the dust settles, you see the true face of the monster, a giant Ifrit, as tall as 2 men. That's it, we're here. See, it doesn't keep up. One of its hands is bound by an iron chain, while a broken chain hangs from the other one, its fists clenched. That's an Ifrit? Yes, isn't it spectacular? Slowly walking towards the giant Ifrit. This is the result of half a life of research. According to the lost records, this is how they were 1,000 years ago. You're on their side. I wouldn't say that. We must work together simply because we're both humans. I can choose another side, such as the former masters of this world. This world originally belonged to them, the Ifrit. Humans took away their land. Humans are the menace. Voice trembling. Now they are back. They want to take back what belongs to them, to take back the world that belongs to them. What are you helping them to do? You will soon be dead. There is no need to tell you too much. The prophecy says that you will soon become an obstacle. Now it seems that the Farood may not be so infallible. You are an insignificant. So with our shades, we'll just hide behind them and let them take on this boss. Now they won't be all powerful. By about level 8 or so, the shades will get outclassed. But for now, this is a good spell to have. No, it's impossible. This person will be difficult to handle, Malik. The Fury's predictions are never wrong. An old witch in a tattered cloak appears from the darkness, limping with her staff. Her neck is extraordinarily long to an inhuman degree. A blue crystal amulet is the only thing that shines on her decayed body. Malik, when was the last time you fed him? The historical record shows that the ancient Ifrit ate human mages for food. We're gonna find enough mages to feed him. Useless surface dweller. The witch takes a bone knife at her waist and cuts her wrist. Blood gurgles out. The huge Ifrit moves slowly towards the witch, who casually raises an arm as if feeding a pet. But something goes wrong. At that moment, the Ifrit breaks the remaining shackle in his hand and pounces on the witch like a wild wolf. He grabs the thin witch and tosses her into his mouth. The sound of screams and broken bones mix together. Frozen in place, speechless. The bloodied Ifrit turns to look at Malik. I created you! You charge the Ifrit, but he knocks you to the ground. You pass out. Ugh. So, this is how it is. You're astonished as you realize that the sound comes from the crumbling Ifrit. Is time unable to imprison you, or are you imprisoned by something else? Someday, you will all be punished. Look forward to that day. It falls silent as its body turns to ash. Your surroundings are quiet, as if the world has ended. You're awake. The girl in blue stands in front of the charcoal corpse. The girl turns to you. You recognize her as Isra, who traveled with Malik before. Her presence here mystifies you. Malik did not lie to you about the Ifrit's origins. Ifrit aren't just monsters that appear after the Black Sun. They are more dangerous than we could have imagined. Malik, he has helped me, but what he spoke of was far from the truth. Malik despises humanity. Now, I'm gonna go and click on this, but if I were playing like for story purposes for recording, I would pick Who Are You, but for this walkthrough, I'm gonna pick this. You defeated the Ifrit? Sure. Okay, so that sounds really callous, but I think it's just a translation issue. I think just every time you see, they say sure a lot in this game, I think they just mean yes. But it sounds like really sarcastic or flippant, I don't know, but I'm sure that's not the way it is. But his spirit was worn down over the ages. He lost himself in the end. The real Malik perished long ago. How do you know all of this? Who are you? Who I am isn't important. The way back to Redstone Valley is the way you came. So, she's the character from the intro. And there's no point trying to walk back there. You'll see a little cutscene happen. There's no point going back there. You'll just get kicked out of the map anyways. And since time is ticking even now, this woman is interesting. It's best to just leave the dungeon as fast as possible. You ready to leave? Yes. One of the reasons I save picking the elixir for later is because you get warped out no matter what. You get warped right there. So even if you were to run this direction, you get warped back there. It's some sort of delayed exit trigger. Alright, so we've done the main quest. We gotta wait for Isra to contact us, which is not gonna be too long. And this is all the stuff that I've been selling. It's gonna spam me forever now. I have enough wood? I do not. But we'll get healing. Wait. Yeah, we'll get healing so we can work towards potion brewing. So basically what that means is that we'll always have white rose potions on hand. Once we eventually get there. We'll go ahead and do it just because we want the experience. Regiment level 3. So we got Ironstone. No fighting, and that's fine too. It's free loot. Either solution is good. That's the level 16 quest. Don't talk to him. So that was not the Ifrit followers quest that we get from the guard in the city. That is something else. The quest that he gave us is over here. Who the blazes is this? If you're not a devotee to the fire god, be gone! This should be the camp which that Redstone Keep guard mentioned. Would you like to mount an attack? What do you do? Attack. What? An assault from Redstone Keep? This is impossible! Protect our lord! Take up arms! We fight! You are currently in siege mode. Press M at any time during battle to open the strategy menu and slow down time. Adjust your troop strategy in real time from the strategy menu and take an overview of the entire battlefield. Dispatch troops to occupy forts and earn combat resources time passes. Occupy all forts to win. In siege mode, troops lost in combat may respawn at an allied fort after a short period by spending resources earned during battle. They still get wounded, you still need to use white rose potions. Don't drag this thing out. So I have a key bound to set everybody to manual. So every time they take over an area, they're just going to sit there for whatever reason, so I just hit the manual button again. Although it won't shift, it will basically re-queue them to say like, oh, I'm supposed to be doing something. So if my guys look like they're acting more intelligently, it's just because I'm telling them to attack. The key thing to keep an eye on is wait for this thing to turn green. So this tower, this rook, is going to turn green, then I'm going to hit attack again, and then my guys are going to run off. So watch. There, they're green, so I tell them attack, and they're just like, oh, you know what? We should go to the next area. Let's take a look at what this map looks like. So this is where we started. This is the town they just got. The object of the game is to turn all the enemy bases into green. It doesn't matter that this is a defensive base. After I capture that, I still need to capture this. So I can give individual commands if I felt like it, but that's not really important. We're just going to tell everybody to do that. We're just going to let them deal with it. So if we lost some soldiers, we can click on this and click on that, and that should allow them to regroup. I'm not entirely sure, it's just a little weird. So you see that now that the regroup section is gone. But even though I did that, they still stand a regular chance of needing my white rose potions after this. I'm not sure I even have any right now, but I'm not too worried about it. This is early enough where I get promotions quickly, so nobody got wounded, you can't see any red text behind them. Darn it! Don't think that's all we have, bastard of Redstone Keep. We'll find another way to resurrect our Lord of Fire. What on earth are you talking about? This fire god you mentioned none other than the Ifrit? You'll surely know about it when the day comes. And then we're done. There's no treasure inside, it sucks. Where is it? It's over there. So this is where the bazaar will appear. It's basically just random goods. You actually managed to fight off those followers of the Ifrit. That's amazing. You should go find the consigliere. Who reward you? He's carrying out inspections at the Ember Mines to the northeast of Redstone Keep. So that quest is over here, Ember Mine. We're going to actually do another quest on the way, which is over there. Now I'm going to initiate 2 different quests at the same time. You can initiate all of them as far as I know. I just don't wish to do that because it'll make it confusing to pay attention to. You won't know what quest line I'm doing, it's just going to make it weird. So taking the less efficient route and just activate quests as I'm going to do them. Of course, that takes knowledge of the quest in advance. Identical notices have been posted on the stone wall by the guard. Tear one off and look at it. To the north, there is a mine. You'll see it if you go to the end of the canyon. After the Black Sun, miners often saw ghostly fire down there. Miners frequently get injured or went missing. It was eventually abandoned, the guard says. What do you need me to do? Go see for yourself, the guard says. If you think you can survive, continue your journey. Now, most of the dungeons in the game have some associated quest with them. So even if you do the dungeon before you get the quest, you cannot turn in the quest. Meaning you should get the quest before you do the dungeon. But if you did it the other way around, it'd be fine. You can just do the dungeon again. So this is a party of 4. I don't yet have a party of 4. I forgot to go get Musu, or whatever his name is. So I didn't get Musu yet. I'll just pick him up on my next pass. But by this point, our characters are strong enough that I should be able to do this with the current 2 I have. So I would probably get a level 3 item out of one of these items here. If I get a breeze necklace, that'd be pretty good, but everything else is probably pretty worthless to me. It'll cost me 50 utar to begin, and then the game will pass 6 hours before I'm allowed to continue. It will take 10 floors to do. What that means is a bunch of possible battles. My return scroll is now ready to use again. We'll go and continue. We just have Zaynep with us. So what happens is you generally just ignore everything except for chests, because this is going to trigger losing health. It doesn't matter. Just keep going. If it doesn't say open chest, just keep going. So bandits, we're going to go beat them up. Now your hit points don't recover. In fact, you can get wounded more, and your magic points don't recover either when you're doing one of these dungeons. So even though that fight was easy, I'll be wounded for the next battle. I just get poison gas too. So open this chest. It might be a trap. We got some wood. That's good. And there we go. We made it to the end. We have to explore the abandoned mine, and there it is. This is the Explore the Abandoned Mine quest. If you don't trigger it before you talk to the boss, make sure you walk around until you trigger it. There's a limping monster ahead. It wears the ragged clothing of one of the desert. You're puzzled, but before you can consider further, the monster disappears into the dark cave. It seems to harbor no ill intent. So I can leave. I don't even have to fight the wizard, but we are, because I want to also complete the dungeon. Fire lights up the darkness, and you see the savage face of a wizard among the flickering flames. You dare set foot in my territory? So after 2 fights, I'm already at half mana. So if the dungeon had more battles in it, I might actually be struggling. Achievement locked, Explorer. So we got a broadsword, useless. I got basic tools and a gift. So the most valuable thing out of these dungeons is typically a gift you can give to people to make them like you better. So we got a squirrel doll. So that probably goes to someone who likes cute things. And we have a white rose potion. At some point we must pick it up, maybe just then, and it doesn't look like anybody needs it. Click on that one so I can unlock the next potion if I needed it. So now I have a steady supply of potions. I can ignore the rest of this for the time being. Next up I'm going to maybe go this path or this path. Okay, I have 1 point left. Let's go ahead and pick this path, because we're about on the way to collecting characters now. Like, ideally I could have picked them up before. I just haven't seen any characters I want. Like Astrid I want. She's not super powerful, but she's a decent enough character that I recognize. Most of the characters I just can't tell them apart. Like Makan, I have no idea who Makan is. Characters that have multiple skills that kind of stand out, so I kind of remember them. But most of the characters I just can't remember at all. Two-handed, we might keep that if we get a two-handed soldier. We can sell this for more money than... we can sell this for some cash. How much cash would I need to buy up this? Let's see here. Cheat, we'll get all of that first. And then we'll sell enough wheat to cover that cost. So that's enough for a trading permit. So what we want to do is try to balance that out, which is not necessary, but there we go. This is probably the best price I'll get, so we can do that. I did not get a trinket, that's fine. There's another place I can get one. And we're upgrading our goods again. We still have all these rose cakes that we need to offload. They won't expire, thankfully, but that's where most of our money is in right now. Sure, let's do it. We'll have to run back to Floor, which is nearby. I could also just warp there. We'll take care of the Ember Mine in a minute. What are you saying? The guard seems so frightened that he almost falls down. He straightens his helmet and clears his throat. You have completed this quest in an excellent fashion. Follow me and you shall be rewarded by my commander. You follow the guard into the Redstone Keep and meet the captain of the guard. He orders his men to leave so that only the two of you are in the room. My subordinate tells me that the monster was limping. If you can defeat it, you'll be rewarded generously, and you'll be paid extra for your silence. The captain explains that the monster is probably what remains of Jarji, a miner who was lost 15 years ago. 15 years ago, the monster uncovered a monster's lair. Miners who discovered it were able to run away. Jarji, who had a bad leg, was not so lucky. Alright, so if you pick this sounds like the good option, but you get a bad ending, and you don't get rewarded. So you just say, I understand, if you want the best stuff. The guard captain folds his hands behind his back and squints at you. You seem clever. In today's world, if there's hatred between people, our destruction will only be accelerated. The captain thanks you for remaining silent and gives you a large sum of Utar to thanks. We also had to find Severa, or whatever her name is. Alright, so we had to go to Floor. Normal Floor. There's Zafira right there, actually. What was the other thing? What was the quest we just picked up? Fugitive at Floor. Okay, so we got 2 quests to go to at Floor. That's great. We'll take 2 birds with 1 stone. You hear sobbing and search for its source, only to find it coming from a stone by the road. The magic stone stops crying as you pick it up. Surprisingly, it speaks as if it were alive. Desert Pillar, help! Alright, so that's another main quest event. Is that Izra? The magic stone suddenly shatters. Any trace of a voice disappears. Damn, something must have happened to Izra. Fugitive's party. We'll deal with that in a second. Wait, I already did the Zafira thing. Wait, what? Hold on. Oh, he wanted me to deliver to Princess Belen. My mistake. Not find Zafira. I already did that. Because I recognized the mask. Alright. Well, do you know where Princess Belen is? Close to Umber Cliffs. That's not helpful at all. That means she's just somewhere in this region. You look like Astrid, the person I'm looking for. Obviously, this is incorrect. You look like the person I'm looking for Astrid. Astrid sent you. Well, you were tricked. I may have my grudges against her, but I'm not a bad person. Please believe me. Doesn't matter. I'm doing a quest for her relationship points. Damn it, you forced me into this. Astrid is very satisfied with her result and sends someone to pay the reward. We're at 16, we need 1 more quest with her, and we will be able to get her to join our team. We still need to find Princess Belen. Who are you? Ah, excellent. I have a letter for you. Great, thank you very much. Alright, so Zafira is now neutral with me. He doesn't hate my guts anymore. How's Musa, or whatever his name is? Musa, 10 cold. So he doesn't actually like me enough to join me. So we won't worry too much about him. He was okay. He was just there because he had an easy quest. Astrid is someone who has enough skills that make us that make her interesting to pick up. She's not great, but she's a good starter character. I find that the Ifrit commanders are really good, but you don't get them till the end of the game. And I'm not even sure you're supposed to get them. Alright, so I can actually get a new harp here. So this is an improvement over what I've got. I'm not sure I'm even level 5 yet. I think I might be. This is something that we can get as a gift for someone. We'll go and pick that up, and we can get that as a gift for someone. Anything to sell? Not really. Do I have enough money to buy more stuff? I do. Is there anything I want? Let's go buy these. And how about this? Yeah, this would actually make me a little bit of money. Not much money, but I mean, it'll be a profit, and I can buy more Ember on the way back through. So this will actually help me. It's obviously not the most I could get from this. It's just that now I can buy more Ember on my way to better lands. I'll get 5,000 gold. I don't really want to buy that because I'm already carrying a bunch of these at 15 apiece. I feel like I'm ripping myself off by buying those now. Alright, so let's see if Astrid's still around. There's a bazaar right here. Let's take a look. So we'll save before buying anything. But it's pretty much don't want anything from these guys. We got a light feather, advanced for 145 Utar. Let's go and buy it and find out what it is. So a light feather is always going to have the agility, but Lightfoot gives it more agility. So this gives me agility plus 13, which is not bad. However, I'm not even level 5 yet, so I can't. Oh, she's not. He is. Let's see what the other characters have. I may load though. Attack potion. Let's buy one. So that is amazing. Okay. Actually, I've only ever attended the bazaar in Red Rock Valley, and after a while, the game stops spawning these bazaars. So, yeah, I guess the Apothecary Bazaar in Umbra Cliffs is worth it. Now that being said, this is attack power. Your character does not use attack power, so I was still totally going to keep this, however. I'll probably give it to Zayep or something. I will say that in the first playthrough, and this might be spoiling it, but this is a walkthrough, and this is really important for you to know. On the first playthrough, I saved her. On the second playthrough, I tried doing some shortcuts. I did not save her. So you can fail at rescuing Zaynep. So I'm going to wait until I see if she survives or not, and then if she does, I'll give her this attack potion. A legendary plus 2 white rose potions. I don't think I have 2 white rose potions. Okay, so I got something out of it, and the attack potion is definitely worth it. I've never been to a bazaar in the Umbra Cliffs. I have attended a lot of bazaars in Redstone Valley or Crying Rock or whatever, but I very rarely found anything good there. Now that we have enough money, we can buy some of that. I'll buy some cheese? Sure, why not? Good. So we'll save before talking to her again, but let's go ahead and buy up the stuff. That'll pretty much bankrupt me, so I need to find a little bit more money. I don't want everyone to leave without taking everything. But I guess that's everything I can afford. Maybe I should just sell the spiker. No, I should keep that. I'll sell just a little bit of this. I need about 100 gold. Do I have any outstanding quests? No, I'm good. Alright, we'll save, we'll talk to Astrid. She needs nothing. Okay, that sucks. But we can load and see if she wants something after that. So we'll give her a gift if we have anything. She likes tails, so we did buy the Starry Night. So that works out. Now she'll join us. You have won the respect of Astrid the Unsworn. Alright, so this is why we've been keeping the spear. I seem to get her a lot, actually. So we've been keeping the spear for this purpose. She's not actually strong enough. I think she joins at level 10. But we've been keeping it for her, nonetheless. And I think that's it. Let's take a look at her abilities. So this is a standard chart for the Guardian ability, which you could start the game with. I don't really like Taunt and Resilience, but I do like Growl, which stuns, and Skull Bash, which stuns. So having that in an AI is probably pretty handy. And then she's got just more health stuff, and she gets a special ability unique to her, or at least special that is not part of a standard skill set, Soaring Spears. So she has a Guardian, Stamina, and Other as her trees. Most characters have trees just like Stamina. It's basically a good secondary tree, but it should not be your character's primary skill set. If I find a character with 2 primary trees or whatever you want to, I'm going to call them primary trees. But if I find a character with 2 primary trees, I would of course dump Astrid or whoever has the fewest trees possible. Do I have enough wood yet? No. Alright, but now I have 3 characters, so I should definitely be working towards, and I already am, getting another person. When I get down to, let's see here, nope, not that one. Okay. No, if I didn't have Astrid yet, I would probably build towards this while I wait for my 3rd character. Now that I have 3 characters and I want a 4th character, I'm going to build towards here. And when I get to camaraderie, I will get the option to get a 4th character. Alright, so now I've got 3 characters. I have full squad, full characters. I just need to boost that up. But our team is looking really good. See, oh yeah, we had the Ember Mines to take care of.